Good morning, dear devotees, friends. Let us start this with the mantra. Please repeat after me. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Prana Chakshu Sotramatha Balam Indriyani cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahmo Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarod Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam Me Astu Atmani Nirateya Upanishadsu Dharmaste Mai Santu Te Mai Santu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Last Sunday we discussed that why every human are different. And the answer was because of the karma phala. Because they do different type of karma, and obviously next life they behave differently. And it's called yatha kratu. Kratu, this is the karma phala, the result of their action. Yatha kratu asmin loke purusho bhavati. Purusha, the human being, bhavati, they behave according to their past karma phala. But the question is, if we are coming from the same origin, then we are supposed to be the same. Why it should be different? And then that argument they say, suppose you are making some dresses from a red color cloth. All the dresses will be red only because you are using the red color cloth. The source is the red color, obviously all the clothing will be red. If you say that everything is coming from the Brahman, then everything is Brahman, all should be the same. Why they are different? And for that they say, Ekam eva advityam, that is true. The Brahman is Ekam eva advityam. But he has given Kruto Maya. Kruto Maya, according to the action that every human being is performing, doing, accordingly they will have their life. So this is the only answer. So the Hindus and the Buddhists, they believe in the karma phala. And when the karma phala, I am doing something now, but I am not getting any result or act against my action, then what will happen? That means next life is also there. So they believe that it is the life after life, the same soul is traveling. So this is the way we can give the answer. So that Kratu Maya, this is very, very important. Brahman is the same. From Brahman, everything has come. But all beings are different. And there are not only human beings. There are animals, the birds, the reptiles. There are so many, even the trees and plants. They are also living beings. Maybe one tree, it was some time before, in some life, it was a man, as a human. We do not know. It always happens like this. Very difficult to prove by that way, but it is true. So one should be very, very careful about the karma. Now the karma that we do, we always think the physical action that we are doing. I am going and fighting with someone is a bad karma, like this, like this. The physical action is a karma. At the same time, thoughts are also karma. When we are thinking, that is also karma. The words that we are using, that is also karma. Bachika karma. If we say something harshly, hurting some people, or just telling lies about someone, and by that way creating problem in his life or her life, it is all karma phala. The gossip is a worst thing. Because without understanding, without knowing properly, when we comment on that, this is a very bad thing, because that is the karma phala, and with the karma phala we have to suffer. These three things we must be very, very careful. Karma, three different ways. And what type of karma we should do? Whatever has been given to me, injunction by the scripture. What scripture says, if you are a student, this is your karma. If you are a householder, these are your duties or your karma. If you are a retired person, these are the things you should perform. If you are a monk, then these are the things you should do. So all these things, according to the scripture, if we perform, then we are free. A householder need not to perform according to the sannyasi. Sannyasi should not practice the householder things. So these are very categorically, they have given why. To go back to the source. When you are in a human body. Otherwise, when you are living as a tree, or a bird, or a reptile, or an animal, you have to burn only your past karmas. Then you have to slowly come and take the human birth. And in the human birth also there are different gradations, very close to the animal, the level. And then slowly they become purified, and they start thinking about others, praying for others, helping others, sacrificing for others. They develop love, and they go very close to God. And from there, the spiritual journey begins, and the spiritual journey we do only for happiness. We are going everywhere in pursuing of happiness. But most of the time, very temporary happiness, we come back, again dissatisfied, again try to pursue. So what is the way out? The Lord Buddha also, he has also made the same statements. Dukkham, dukkham, sarvam dukkham. If this is all they are, nothing but the dukkha. But dukkha, that is true, but we have to understand how to overcome that. Hindus are that way very clear. The Buddhism they have given, these are all full of misery. And how to overcome? Straightway to go beyond the misery and to get the liberation. That is not possible for everyone. That's why Hindus are that way, very perfect. They say, if you are a student, young man, young person, then you should behave like this. This is your duty. So dharma, then artha, then kama, and then moksha. We are talking about the moksha. Upanishad is the teachings of the moksha, knowledge of the moksha. But before that, step by step, we should prepare ourselves. And that is possible when we perform our swadharma. Ashrama dharma, varna dharma, swadharma. These are the duties. What are the ashramas? When you were young, a student, one ashrama, then another ashrama, garastha, then vanaprastha, retirement, then sannyasa. Each and every one has to accept sannyasa. And if they willingly do that, they become happy, they become liberated. And higher stages they go. What is the sannyasa? Detachment from all those things that you were thinking your own, that much. Samyak nyasa, sannyasa. What is the samyak, complete, nyasa, given up? What I am going to give up? Attachment. Otherwise, nothing is there. If I am not attached to things, then I am completely free. So that way we have to develop. So these are the things I cannot carry with me. Even if I like, I won't be able to carry with me. So what to do? I have to give up. I have to give up. And when the children are growing up, they have their own karma phala. They will develop in their own way. Let them grow. Let them have their own life. But this karma phala is a very, very serious thing. The action and the result of the action. So what to do? Action and the result of the action? Careful. How to be careful? After hearing. When we hear, that's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, sadhu sangha. If you go to a holy company, what the holy company will do? Most of the time we think that if we go to a holy company, something miracle will happen. No. He will give you some guideline. The guidelines will be there. If you are doing like this, it will be good for you. That much holy company. Even in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna is mentioning how I help my devotee. Buddhi yogam dadamaham. And wow, this buddhi, this intellect, the decision-making capacity, that I give to him. And he or she will take perfect decision. Right time, right decision. That's all. The one person, he came to learn what is buddhi, intellect. So he came to, there's a funny story. So he came to Calcutta and he got down from the train. He was coming out from the station. Then there was a person, he saw that he is looking at the Howrah, that bridge. Then he came, hey, why you are looking at the bridge? No, what? If you look at the bridge, then you have to pay. Because I have taken all this responsibility to maintain the bridge. You are looking at the, no, actually, sorry, I won't look. But anyway, I have come here to develop my intellect. Oh, that is nothing. I can help you. But you have to pay this much money. He said, no problem, I can give. So see, this is an iron pillar, right? I am putting my hand over here. Now, you just give a hit over here on my hand. And that man was very hardy and he said, can I? In full force. And yes, you can do that. The moment he tried to hit, he took out the hand and this person got, naturally, he was hardy, his hand went and touched the iron. Then this man told, and correctly he told, to do things perfectly means exactly you should perform what you are supposed to do at that moment. When the fist was coming near to my hand, I took out that, removed that. That is called buddhi. He went back to his village. He called the meeting and told, this is nothing. I can teach you what is buddhi. But only I need an iron rod, iron pillar. The iron pillar? Where we will get an iron pillar in the village? Oh no, it's okay. Somebody should volunteer. Come over here. So he came and this fellow kept his hand on his own nose. Now I think I need not to tell the story, you know what happened. And the second, the volunteer, he asked him to give a blow on his nose, on the hand, back of the hand. And he took out the hand, that is true, but it was his nose. So naturally, he was bleeding and he told, no, he has cheated me. He didn't. He was a good teacher. So we have to understand sometimes what happened. We read the scripture and then we misinterpret it. And sometimes some of the gurus, they themselves are in darkness. They themselves don't understand what it should be, and they go on teaching. That is the danger of the spiritual life. So you have to be careful about a guru, a teacher, perfect teacher. How you will understand that? It says, if you see a person is in shanta, then you know that last time they mention it. It should be the Shanta. When it is a Shantam, free from attachment and aversion. A person who is calm and composed. Why? Free from any tension, because he don't have any desire. If you are criticizing him, no problem for him. Praising him, that is also no problem for him. So he is always calm and composed. He is a good teacher. If you find a spiritual person is that, completely free from selfishness, no selfish idea, and love is there to help others, you should make him your guru. You should get the guidance from him and then continue your life. So after this, the Upanishad teaches us the Shanta Upasita, he is the realized soul, and if you go to him and hear from him and start practicing, what will happen? You will realize the Brahman. You will realize the Atman. Now, how I will know the Atman? What is this Atman? Now they are introducing the definition of the Atman. The Atman is within me. In every being it is there. Only thing we do not know. So it says in the 3rd chapter, the 4th khanda, the 2nd mantra, it says, Manomaya Prana Sharira Bharupa Satya Sankalpa Akashatma Sarva Karma Sarva Kama Sarva Gandha Sarva Rasa Sarvam Idam Abhyatya Abaki Anadaraha Eshama Atma. This is my soul. This is my Atma. This is the which is helping me in every way. What is that? Monomaya. This is like the mind. Whatever the mind is thinking, cognizing, the mind means is the intellect. It is me only. It is that conscious Atma, consciousness. So this mind, the Manomaya, it is that mind. In the mind, there are 4 different parts are there. One, which we call mana in Sanskrit, that part cannot take decision. Only start thinking that I should do it. And the doubt is also there. Shall I do it or shall I not? Shall I do it or shall I not? That part of the mind is known as mana in Sanskrit. English only one word, mind. But in mind there are 4 sections are there, groups are there. First is the mana. Then comes buddhi, determinative faculty. Buddhi takes the decision. Now, I am going to do this. And I don't care whether I am successful or failure. This is enough. I will do this. This type of conception comes when your mind is reflected with the Supreme Self. That's why in the human society, Buddhiman, the one who is really intelligent, is highly accepted and respected. So this Buddhimana, it is called Manomaya. Then Prana Shariro, and Prana, the breathing that we are taking, that is the Sharira. When that will stop, the doctors will try to give extra help with the oxygen and all, oxygen mask. But if it is not there, the body is going to die. It will decay. Body cannot survive without the prana. I am that. So what is Atman? Your intellect. You are taking the decision, don't think that I am taking the decision. Because of that reflection, you can do that. And second, what is the Atman? It is the prana, the vital force without which you cannot survive. It is the bharupa. Bharupa means consciousness. Without the consciousness, you are a jada. You are insentient. You cannot do anything. Your body may be a beautiful body, very handsome, very strong, but if there is no life in it, consciousness not there, then what is the use of that? You cannot do anything. Maybe you are a very rich person and you can make a pyramid and your body will be placed over there so that after 1,000 years some people will come and look at that and say, oh, this man was a rich man. But that picture will be terrible, That's why what they did, because body will decay, so they made just a cover giving a picture on that, engraved. So all these rich people, they'd like to survive, but they do not know survival of the body is not possible. It is the thoughts only that survives. The bharupa, consciousness. Another thing is satya sankalpa. Whatever comes in the mind, it will do it. What is the Atman? This is the Atman. So what is the dharma? That's why Sri Ramachandra said, Raghukula riti sadachali ai. Then? Yes. Prana jau bara bachan na jai. Raghukula riti, that is the tradition of the Raghu and of the clan of Raghu. If I have given the word, I must keep the promise. That Rama, Lakshmana and the Sita, they were traveling in the jungle and some of the rishis, they requested the Rama, Rama, some of the people nearby here, they're disturbing us. We cannot practice the meditation and yajna. Can you please punish them? Rama told, okay, don't worry. I will see. Look, I'll go around and I will punish them and tell them that not to disturb you. See, whenever any rich person is coming or influential person is coming to an asrama, what do? We do the same thing. You know that some people, in our home of harmony, a report came, 2-3 boys, they're all the time sitting on our steps, outside steps, and smoking and leaving those birds and in our flower pots. So what to do? The local police only, we have to inform them, said this is the problem is coming. We cannot directly go and tell them, so can you please come? Suppose there is the influential person is there, maybe a senator or so, who said, this is our problem, can you please solve us? So this way, the rishis, they told the Rama. Rama was the king. Of course, that time in exile though, but still he was the king. Rishis told Rama, give the word. Now when the Sita, naturally the wife, she told, see, you are no more king. You are in exile. They have pushed you out of that. So why you have to fight for them? Let your brother, who is now a king, Bharata, he should do it. You have come here, nicely, we will 14 years. We have to survive. Why you are going for fighting with this type of people? Then Rama told, yeah, that is true. Whatever you said, that is true. But you know what? I have given the word. Once I have given the word, whether good or bad, I must have to do it. So that given the word means I must promise. Promise should not be broken. I must do it. So this is called Satya Sankalpa. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's life, those who have read that biography of Sri Ramakrishna, whatever he said, he kept that promise. Very simple thing, maybe he said, hey, I will come to visit your house just by passing. And then, when he went to bed in the night, he remembered, oh, I told that I will visit now, whole day have passed. Then he went over there and carrying a light in his hand, and reached to the, of course, the neighbor, but even then it is almost a mile or so walking. He went and kept his feet on the door and he announced, hey, I came. They are sleeping inside, so they never knew. He kept his promise. And once, the great personality like Vidyasagar, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, he told, when Sri Ramakrishna requested him to visit the Dakshineshwar, will you visit Dakshineshwar? Sure, I will come. But he never visited. Just say like that. Sri Ramakrishna never liked it. He said, such a big person, he gave the word and he never kept that word. This is not good. And he appreciated a young man like Narendra. When Sri Ramakrishna asked him, will you visit Dakshineshwar? Sir, I will try. And he appreciated that. See, he said he will try. But if you give the word, you must keep that. That is called Satya Sankalpa. And that is spirituality. That is religion. So we are constantly fighting for religion. And so many things we are doing in the name of religion. The basic thing we do not know. And that those things are there inside us. What is that? Is the Atman. And what is that Atman? Manomaya, our intellect. Pranamaya, our vital force. Bhavarupa, that is our consciousness. Satya Sankalpa. In practice, it should be like this. Akashatma, like the space. In every little thing, we are agitated. It should be like the Akasha. In the sky, so dots are floating. Akasha never care for that. It's just floating, it doesn't matter. He's so high, it doesn't matter for the Akasha. So Akasha all pervading, so many good and bad things are there. Akasha is not at all disturbed. So Akashatma. So when we are developing spirituality, we should develop this. So many things people may criticize, so many things may happen. I should be like this, not touched by anything. But every little thing, if I am, see, I gave him prasad, but that man criticized me. Then next time when he comes, we won't allow him to enter into ashram. That is, you are not doing the right thing. So you are in the ashram. Sometimes some Swamis also, they also make this type of mistakes. This is the spiritual practice. And that is why we should study the Upanishad. Upanishad gives us the clear view, clear idea, what actually you are looking for, we are going towards. This is the Atman. And this Atman is already within you. But you are not aware of the qualities that is Akash Atma. Any little thing, ignore it. That's what Swami Vivekananda said. Take the position of a giver. Don't be in the position of a receiver. Give love, give service, give prayer, give everything that you have, you can. But never be on the other side. Never stretch your hand and receive it. Be in the position of a giver. To take the position of a giver. When we are children, we always ask from the mother, from the father, from this, from that. When you are grown up, then also we expect he should love me, he should care for me. Why he has not sent a card in my birthday? Who is remembering birthday? And like this, for everything you are so much perturbed. And you think you will realize God? No. That is the thing we have to be careful. It should be Akash Atma. I should be careful to send a card, for greetings card, in the right occasion. I should give them the support. I should pray for them. Any help. I don't expect anything from anyone. That is called Akasha, but that is called always living in the position of a giver. Swamiji's words, that is called Vedanta. Vivekananda's Vedanta is completely different. He says, take the position of a giver. It is not ego. But you know that I am which is capable to give, but I won't be in the receiving end. Sarva karma, whatever we are doing, it is he who is doing. Sarva karma. And also sarva kama. All the pure desires are there because of him. The sarva kama. All pure desires. We should go and support them. We should visit the holy place. We should read the holy book. We should meditate. We should do some worship. All good things that we think because of that, Atman. Sarva kama. Sarva gandha. Every time you will notice that when they are doing the puja, they will give that saint. Some of the essence are there. they will be throwing on the flower, on everything that they will offer to God. Because all the fragrance, the good smell, it is God. And God should get that. That is the way. We should also have, that means what? Only good smell? If you go to the Middle East and get down from the airport, in the airport, everywhere they're selling the very costly, the saints only, everywhere. Because those people, they like it. Maybe they don't take bath properly, so they use those. So that is okay. But they love it. And that is the way everything we are thinking. What is the gandha? What is the good thing? That means I take only good from others, but I don't find fault with others. The bad thing, the wrong thing, some defects in the people, I overcome that. We don't see that. I take only the good thing. That is the idea. Your Atma, sarva kama. Desire is there. What type of desire? A good desire. Look, this boy is trying hard to get to pass in the exam. So if he needs something, I should do that. And that person is trying hard to be like this, I should help. So good thing, good desire. Not that only for me, for everyone. Whoever is doing good. Swami Vivekananda again, in one place he said, it is the easiest way to realize God. Easiest process to realize God is to help others to do that. If somebody is trying to realize God, and if you are helping him or her, you are getting the benefit. You are getting the benefit. So it says sarva karma, sarva kama, sarva gandha, sarva rasaha. The taste also the same. It should be sarva rasa. Sarvam idam abhyataha. Everything that is pervading, that is my Atma. Everything pervading. What is pervading? Consciousness. I am conscious, and all being, everything that I see is the consciousness. Sometimes the consciousness, when we see an animal, we can understand, because the expression of consciousness is much more. But when you are cutting a tree or plucking the fruits or breaking the branches, it also cries. But we don't see that. Expression is not there. So we think it is okay. It is not. That is also there. Ahimsa, some people say, but they are plucking the fruits, cutting the trees, doing so many things. That is not ahimsa. That is a completely different conception. Sarvam idam abhyattaha abaki, and cannot be expressed. There are many other things. Anadaraha, free from any desire. Desire for the worldly objects. How many objects are there in the world? 5. And these 5 objects only, our senses, sense organs, they are going out and enjoying. And you have to stop that slowly, slowly. When you go and see the sun is setting, after every retreat, I take all the devotees on that shore, and then we wait for the sun to set. And this beautiful scenery, sun is setting, everything is becoming calm. Our life is also the same. It's all bright. But the time will come when all will go away, like the sun. So that we are learning from. Not that we are going and taking the photo and all that. It is not that. It is not the beauty of the scenery. But to learn, like the sun, we should also, so anadaraha, free from all desire. I am also going to go away from this world. So I must be careful what I am carrying with me. So this is what they say, and eshama atma, this is my atma. In the 3rd and 4th mantras also, these these have been repeated to impress the minds of the students. The 2nd, 3rd, 4th are the same. Same thing has been repeated to impress the student's mind. So when you say, "Ore, poor," sometimes the mother will say in our country. Very, now you should study, now you should study, now you should study. Sometimes, so many times, why you are telling? Once you have said, I know. But no. Mothers will go on repeating to impress that in the mind. And the moment, the next day, that particular time, mother is not there, but in his mind, the time is now. Again, mother will come and say that, better to go and sit for you. So like that, it goes on repeating, and so that it is imprinted in the mind. And the Upanishad also, they go on repeating for that. And the third and fourth, these ideas have been the more clearly mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7 and verse 7 to 11. Etad Brahma, this is that Brahman. Now what is the goal? The Brahman. What is that Brahman? By this way they are expressing. The Brahman is Manomaya, Prana Sharira, Bharupa, Satya Sankalpa, and all these that we explain is that Brahman. Those are the ideas through which we can reach to that Brahman. Ita Pretya. After my death, Etam Abhisanta Bitashmi. I shall attain this Brahman. I shall realize this Brahman. But why after death? Even in this life we should. That's why in another Upanishad it says, Ihachet abedit atasatyamasti. Nachet iha abedit mahati binasti. Here and now, if you realize that, there's a great joy for you. And if you cannot, there's a great loss for you. Here and now, you must realize that. The etam abhisanta bistami. I am going to realize this. Ito adda. It is going to happen for sure. See, the decision, I am going to realize Brahman, should be very strong in my mind. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he gave a lot of examples on this. Sometimes some people will say, okay, it's no, shanai, shanai, slowly, slowly. We'll realize, no, here and now, today I am going to realize it. I do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. So maybe that I am not going to get any opportunity for that. Today itself I should realize that. So that decision called Paurush. The Paurush means the strong decision. And sticking to that decision, that Paurush. Iti adda, it is going to happen for sure. Na bichikitsa asti, there is no doubt. Now it says, you need not to think, who said it? And so don't worry, don't have any doubt. You know who said it? Shandilya is repeating. Shandilya, aho asmaha Shandilya. Again and again is repeating. It is the Shandilya, this is a great sage. Who has said this? So sometimes this type of people who have already realized it, when they say there should not be any doubt, because they have already realized it. And after that only they are giving this idea. So Shandilya, aha smaha, Shandilya. The ha, the word, the letter is to give the impression, the tease. That is Shandilya said. In the Bhagavad Gita, the 7th chapter, from the 7th it says, and the Bhagavad Gita actually is the gist of the Vedanta. And this, I am not going to the another chapter, we will conclude this chapter today. And quoting from the Bhagavad Gita, it is an easy, very simple way, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he is mentioning, Matta parataram nasti. Beyond me there is no higher thing. Matta parataram nasti. Na asti, there is nothing beyond me. Is this Krishna? No, it's the Brahman. Beyond Brahman, above Brahman, nothing is there. And natta parataram nasti. Kinchidashmi dhananjaya. Mai sarvamidam proktam sutre maniganaiva. I am pervading each and everything. And because like a thread is holding all the flowers, and you see the beautiful garland, and one after another they are all there. Inside there is a thread. Without the thread, how they will be there? And that thread is consciousness. All beings everywhere that we see is nothing but the consciousness. And I am that consciousness. I am that Brahman. I am that consciousness. I am that Atman residing in every being. Most of the time when the Vedanta say Brahman, it means the all-pervasive consciousness. And when they say Atman, it is the individual consciousness. Sometimes they say Jivatma, Paramatma. Jivatma means individual soul, the consciousness. Paramatma, Param means again supreme, the supreme consciousness. And it says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhashmi shasi suraya pranava sarva vedeshu shabdakhe paurusham nrishu. And it says that I am the test in water. When you are drinking the water and getting satisfied, I am that satisfaction. And God is everywhere. That consciousness, that Atman is everywhere. And it says, when you are drinking water, you become satisfied after drinking. That satisfaction, the taste of that water is me. That is the God. O son of Kunti, I, the radiance in the moon and the sun. Whatever the light that you see, the glaring, it is me. I am the Om in all the Vedas, and sound in the Akasha, and manhood in man. That maturity, that the manhood, that means the decisive capacity, strong mental power. To go towards God is the most difficult thing. If you become bad, all society will say, oh, Ajay, he has become bad. But no problem for them. They have seen like that. But the moment you come out of your family to become a monk, the whole family and the neighborhood and whoever knows your family, they'll be worrying, oh, why he has gone? What is going to do there? There is no God. He should be working in an office and then earn money like that. Because the conception, the life is like this. There is anything else they cannot understand. So it says like this, I am that manhood. You have to go against it. I am going to realize God. So these are the things I am going to do. And I must do it. To become bad is no problem because it is in the nature. To become good is the problem because you have to go against, swim against the current. The Prakriti, the God, he made the water flow in one direction. And he is on the other side, where from the water is flowing. If you have to reach him, you have to go against, swimming against that current of Maya. Constantly you'll go on. A young man comes and he became a sannyasi. He was highly educated, he was well established, he had a good job. Then he becomes sannyasi and all that. After maybe 20, 30 years, when he is not getting the realization, then all these things start coming. Oh, people are not appreciating me. They do not know who am I. So in every talk he will say, you know, I am the student of this university. And you know, I wrote that book. You know, I this and that. Oh, poor man. Because they're all dragging him down. And if people are appreciating him, clapping after his talk, or visiting him, I'm very happy. That means not that completely giving up, that has not come there. So one should be very, very, very careful. It says, I am that manliness, I am that maturity, and that Paurusham Rishu. It's not the male, it's the male, female both. And for the spiritual life, the journey of the women are very, very difficult. For the male it is okay, for the female it is very difficult. Because the society, so one should be very careful and constantly having the strong mind that I am going to reach over there. At the same time, you should not think everybody is your enemy. Sometimes we think in that way, and they will never talk to people, they will never have any connection. No, that is not that. You must be there, but at the same time you know, this is my goal, I am going to reach over there, and you should know how to dodge these. One after another things will come, you say, okay, no problem. Swami Vivekananda, in 1 second we can say, he became so popular all over America. The one lady in the Pasadena, that house she has given to the Ramakrishna Mission, Vedanta Society, we have an ashram over there, and it is under the Hollywood Center, the Pasadena. That lady attended the Parliament of Religion in Chicago. And when she noticed from distance that 7,000 people, can you imagine? They are like mad, they are rushing towards one person standing on the stage. Particularly the ladies, forgetting all their modesty, they're jumping from one chair to another. The pews are there, then they're jumping in that way, forgetting their modesty, and only to touch Swamiji. And Swamiji was there, we can imagine, he was quietly standing there. This lady, standing near the door, observing that, she was telling, young man, if you can stand this onslaught, I will consider you as God. Yeah. And then she truly purchased a picture of Swamiji and kept that in her house in Pasadena. And afterwards, something happened, and I've forgotten the whole story. Then one of the very close, a lady, very influential, she went to visit her. Seeing that, and because she was supporting Swamiji, arranging lectures in different cities, so she saw, oh, you know this person? Oh, if I know any God on this earth, it is this man. The Pasadena lady said, if I know any God in this earth, it is this man. Then she told, I know him. He is still in America. Do you like to invite him to stay with you and arranging some lectures nearby? They organized that. So Swamiji went and stayed. That room is still there. They go and worship in that room. So this thing happened. God on this earth. Why? All this name, fame, appreciation. And can you imagine all the rich and high and powerful people's houses? Doors were open for Swamiji. But he was level-minded. He is visiting the Palmer, and they were so rich and influential people. He is visiting them. He is also visiting ordinary people. For him, it was nothing. So Vivekananda is a demonstration that one should be in the spiritual life. And it says, Pushpo, Gandha, Pritibhyamcha, Tejus Chashmi, Vibhabaso, Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu, Tapaschashmi, Tapassisu, Bijam Mam Sarvabhutanam, Viddhipartha Sanatanam. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the Bhagavan Krishna, he very clearly mentioned all those that you have studied today in the Chandogya Upanishad, and particularly the teaching that is here by our Shandilya Muni. Thank you, friends. Thank you for attending the class. So now, from today, the 1 hour back, so fall back. When I came in America, then people, they said, I don't know who said, the fall back, spring forward. I don't know, spring forward, what is this? Then I understood, fall back means is the hour you are losing. And then the spring, 1 hour you are gaining. That is good. They always calculate and see how people are intelligent. They're using the timing properly, and by that way they're. And particularly places like Chicago and Michigan, where the snow is there. And this is good. In the evening time, people should be inside the houses because of the snow. And they say, in this, how you can survive. And I told you, that this country, they're so organized. You will never find anything, even immediately after the snow, so many vehicles will come out, they will clean it and everything, as if nothing has happened. By the side of the road, there will be huge snow, but the roads are clear. So nothing is going. But if it is snowing in the Texas, well, if the announcement is there, everything will be closed, whether snow is there or not. But here it is. So according to the situation, they always act. We should also do that according to the situation. When we are in India, we wear this type of dress. But in America, it is so cold. Suppose I wear this type of cloth and go to the Chicago city, sometimes terrible wind. I become truly the Hindu sannyasi because the cloth goes up. And so with a lion cloth only you have to walk. With the cloth, you cannot hold the cloth like that. So I started using the trousers. And what is there? So this is the way we have to. But our ideal should be the same. No change in the ideal. So let us say Shanti 3 times and we conclude. Om Shanti. 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 Harihi Om. Tat Sat. You will be happy to know that we all of you know that we have a school, and the Home of Harmony, we have a school, and in that, at present, we are having 700 students all over the world. 700 students online, and we teach 6 religions, the Hinduism, Buddhism, and all that. And very nicely we develop those curriculums. And again, from the March it will open. If you are interested, even Hinduism, if you join in the Hinduism, you'll learn many things about Hinduism. It is online. No, it is online. Online, and this it will go to you, and then you have to study, then you can ask question, clarification. And after that, a certificate will be given after 10 months. After the 10 months, you will get a certificate that you know Hinduism in details. About the Christianity also.
Maharaj, in the last Chandogya Upanishad class, you said when the Atman leaves the body, it's very painful.
Very painful. Oh, no. That Atman is attached with the name and the form. Because I am considering that as this body and mind. So obviously, they don't like to go away. And when the whole practice of spirituality only to make this division, that's all. This body, this mind is not mine. Mind and the body belongs to something else. I am that consciousness. Only that much if I can develop, that is the whole thing of the spirituality. But by mistake, I repeat, by mistake, Atman is always free. But by mistake we think, I am attached to this, I am this. Atman is just like the reflection. It is not original. And so many the times we have discussed, and even then we accept that reflection as mine, I and me, and we bound by that. So that is the way, and we don't like to leave this body. That's very painful. Okay, then today afternoon I will go to the Bengali Association over here in the not Naperville, BAGC. And there will be the gospel in Bengali. If you like to know the Bengali, then you can come. Thank you.